To you, I'm Lisa Broom with the CBC Evening News. Barbados is under a flood warning. It was issued by the Met Office today following heavy rain which drenched an already waterlogged island. Many Barbadians braced themselves for the worst following last month's downpour, which caused severe flooding across the country. One of the areas again affected by flooding today was Charles Road Bridge in St. George. Many residents there want urgent action clearing the drains to alleviate the situation. And weather presenter Wayne McGarry joins us now for more on how the weather will continue to affect us. Wayne, tell us what caused this downpour today.
Hey, good evening, Lisa, and good evening to the viewers. Now, the combination of a low to mid-level trough system and an upper-level jet stream all combined to generate the unstable conditions we experience across the island today. Now, models are suggesting that this combination of features will linger into Sunday. So although we do see a little bit of inshore activity presently, there is still the potential for some flare-ups to occur, but we will keep you posted. Back to you, Lisa.
When you say flare-ups, are we to expect the amount of rain that we got today?
There is the potential for that rain to once again occur because the moisture is there right now, but right now conditions have bated a bit, as I said, but again, they can flare up again because the instability will continue to linger. And
Christmas is on Sunday. I know sometimes we often get a rainy Christmas. Predicting the same this year?
Well, Sunday will be just on the periphery of these conditions, so there's the potential for some showers on Sunday, but hopefully things bait off by then.
And the winds that we were experiencing, those extremely high winds, are the two associated in any way, and how long are we expecting those winds?
No, the high winds are a result of a strong surface to low level ridge that persisted across the island over the past few days, actually probably over a week or so, and that ridge is not associated. Actually, as a result of this system here now, the winds dropped off a tad bit, but they are expected to persist because the ridge will build once again once these conditions move out of the area.
That's meteorologist Wayne McGarry, and of course Wayne will be back later in the news with a full weather package. Thank you very much, Wayne. Well, it was just 2 days before Christmas, and all throughout town, small business owners began their countdown. There's been mixed reaction from some vendors this year. We spoke to some of them in Bridgetown. We will come back to that story a little bit later. Barbadian DJ and Red Bull World 3-style champion Andre DJ Puffy Paris is back home. He arrived at the Grantley Adams International Airport last evening. As we said, he touched down last evening to a hero's welcome from Culture Minister Stephen Lashley, Tourism Minister Richard Seeley, officials from the BTMI and Friends. The World 3-style champion wants to continue to inspire people to follow their dreams and announced that DJ workshops are being organized.
You can look out for big workshops for Pioneer DJ in Serrato, and I expressed to them that we need to kind of put it out there really early because definitely people from the region, youth from the region, other DJs from the region will be coming here to experience that, and it's going to be an unforgettable experience.
And DJ Puffy hopes his victory will change the perception of DJs and careers in the arts.
After being told many things about my career, I just think that it's definitely an honor to kind of change people's minds and change the way people see things like DJing and other entertainment and careers in the arts, etc.
Well, Culture Minister Stephen Lashley is reiterating his call for young people to capitalize on the provisions in the Cultural Industries Act. His comments came during that reception and welcome for DJ Puffy.
I want to encourage you to use it. I want to encourage young artists to obtain access, apply to benefit from these incentives, and help to transform the cultural industry sector, but in so doing, help to sow the seeds for full transformation of the Barbados economy into a much more diversified force to be reckoned with.
Tourism Minister Richard Seeley was also among those who welcomed the DJ. He notes that Barbados can be boosted as a destination if the relationship with Puffy is intensified.
We need to offer our tourism services to anyone who wants to have an enjoyable warm weather island vacation experience. And I think, therefore, in that regard, DJ Puffy can also be of assistance. And because he wants to assist is also important. And I therefore think that at several levels, we have to salute this young man for his accomplishments in Santiago, Chile, yes, but also for what he has done to date.
Police are probing the circumstances surrounding the death of a 29-year-old British national. This is following an incident which occurred around 2:30 this afternoon just off the beach at Welch's in Christchurch. Police say the man who arrived in Barbados yesterday attended the Christchurch beach today and was involved in a jet ski collision. He was rushed to a private medical doctor but was pronounced dead on the scene. Police have yet to disclose the identity of the man as his family has not yet been notified. The Barbados Water Authority is reactivating some of its community tankers just in case there is a water outage over the Christmas holidays, and is asking residents in the areas prone to water outages like St. John, St. Joseph, St. Peter, St. Lucie and St. Andrew to also store adequate supplies of water as a backup measure. The authority also says that water tankers will be dispatched to give assistance if the need arises. The BWA says it will continue efforts to ensure a steady water supply to all, and it thanks all of its customers for their patience and understanding during the year. We'll have more news after this break. Stay with us.
Digicel, we know what you want. Better prices, better entertainment, better gifts with the most gifted network. This Christmas season, Digicel invites you to get gifted. Download My Digicel app for more information. Come into any Digicel store. Make your Christmas wishes come true. Digicel.
Cross off your Christmas list without breaking a sweat. Cape Shepherd is your one-stop shop for all the top brands in fragrances and cosmetics, toys and books, liquor, designer leather and fashions. You can shop with your Cape Shepherd Visa credit card, enjoy free parking and gift wrapping too. You can't beat the cool, comfy ambience of Cape Shepherd this Christmas, in style since 1906.
Barbados, Courts is giving away $100,000 in cash. Here's what some of our customers had to say if they won.
I would pay off my mortgage.
I will buy a brand new car and rims. Girl, I would clear off all my bills and then take a vacation.
I will finally get to take my cruise on the Mediterranean.
There you have it. Shop now at Courts, and with every $999.99 you spend, you get a chance to win $100,000. So what would you do?
The Barbados Investment and Development Corporation said a big thank you to its staff and partners last evening at the Hilton Hotel. It was during their 60th anniversary awards ceremony. CBC's Shane Jones filed this story.
The event, dubbed a Black and White Affair, saw staffers awarded for service for 35, 30, 20, 15 and 10 years. There were also long service awards as well as presentations to retirees, most valuable partners and staff recognition awards. During her welcome, CEO Sandra Trotman said the corporation enjoyed a challenging 2016, but it is ready for the task ahead.
We don't necessarily expect circumstances to get any less challenging in 2017, but I'm pleased to see just how hard the BIDC team has been working to deal with the increasing demands arising out of this complex and volatile environment. In this respect, I'm especially grateful to our staff who have handled with such good grace the demands that we have had to place on them, and for their time in assisting us to deliver on the corporate mandate.
Chairman Benson Straker says there are many issues weighing on the BIDC and the island, but they have a clear direction.
Our job is to continue to focus intently on what we can control, providing our clients with the best service and most comprehensive business solutions, managing our costs, rebuilding our BIDC and Barbados' brands, and doing our part to keep the economy moving forward.
Commerce Minister Donald Innes is adamant the BIDC must be at the forefront of innovation in Barbados. Minister Innes noted that the BIDC has been a creative champion for Barbados over the years and must now take their operations a step higher.
We must be the facilitators of innovation. There are just so many creative minds in our midst that are yearning for the opportunity for someone to help hold their hands and take them to the next level. And therefore, it cannot just be continuation of a traditional manufacturing and services sector, but we have to work a lot more focus on the innovative industries in Barbados. That is the future, the cultural industries, the creative arts. That is the way we have to go, and therefore the BIDC will perhaps have to stop thinking just about the brick and mortar issues and focus a lot more on the kind of strategic alliances and financing mechanisms that help create a level of innovation in Barbados and really catapult us to a higher level.
Shane Jones, CBC News.
Christmas came early for one lucky Lotto player, represented by friend Ruby Fields. The player won the Mega 6 draw of $1,150,000 on the 17th of this month. The win makes him the 9th Mega 6 winner for the year. While collecting the check on his behalf, Ms. Fields talked about some of his plans for the money.
Take care of upgrading his home, and also to just enjoy it, maybe a vacation, you know, and just not having to constantly be worried about where am I going to get the next dollar from.
Site Operations Manager of International Games Technology, D'Antonia Brewster, is happy for the winner. He also pointed out that the new Mega 6 is currently over $2 million.
Tonight's draw is $2.7 million, and it started at that high number because there was an unclaimed expired jackpot prize from earlier this year, and the beneficiaries have agreed that unclaimed jackpot prize of $2.2 million to put it back into the jackpot, right, to stimulate growth and excitement among players.
Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, says it's time Barbados changes from the old technique of drying onions in the fields. And that's why the BAS is constructing a greenhouse onion dryer at its headquarters. Mr. Paul says the $40,000 Barbados dollar project will increase the number of onions being produced.
This system, at least you have the impact of the weather is less, and we think that this will realize greater yields for farmers rather than having a situation where the yields become less. And of course, the question of post-harvest handling, it improves the post-harvest handling of onions too at the same time.
Local bookstores will soon have 4 new additions to their shelves thanks to 2 Barbadian authors. Ryan Broom has more.
Former parliamentarian Roy Eastman has added 3 new written creations to his repertoire and produced a new edition of a previously published one. New to readers are Woman, Unshackled, and Principles of Business for the Caribbean, the latter of which was co-created with Wendell Callender.
We gather to witness the launch of Woman and Unshackled. We will also be seeing the launch of a brand new Principles of Business book for the secondary schools. Aware that many Barbadian secondary schools do not feel a existing Principles of Business text are reader-friendly.
Yardfowl, a novel first launched in 2007, is also making a comeback with a new edition. And Minister of Tourism Richard Seeley was present for the launch, as he believes local authors need all the support they can get.
We speak about how highly literate a society we are. We do a lot of reading, or we have a large segment of our population that can read. But of course, if that is the case, we should also encourage. Similarly, there should be a disproportionately large component of our population that is producing material to be read.
And Minister of Commerce and Small Business Development, Donald Innes, lauded Eastman and Callender's business handbook. He says the book will prove helpful, not only for business students, but also for anyone creating a new company.
I don't think a lot is going to change as we go forward. in terms of these principles, because they are principles. They're the fundamentals you need to start a business and grow the business. And once you stick to these, you're able to weather more storms. You're able to deal with a very dynamic and ever-changing regional and global environment for business.
Now, during the launch, patrons were able to hear critiques of Unshackled and Woman by Carol Pitt and Dr. George Bathwaite, respectively. Ryan Boom, CBC News.
The special 62nd edition of the Barbados Museum and Historical Society's Journal was launched at the museum. Speaking during the launch, Sir Trevor Carmichael says the annual publication has become a landmark on the Christmas calendar.
Fusing within the traditional season of festivity, a reminder of the richness and diversity of our ongoing Barbadian experiment and experience. This year, it is a reminder of the interplay of that rich heritage of both the country as well as of this museum society, as the wide range in articles clearly manifests. The reminder of this year is made manifest as we reflect on the ongoing independence project. And in this regard, we're treated to three excellent essays which reflect on that subject matter.
New chairman of the museum's Publications and Public Programming Committee, Henderson Carter, says the journal captures the Bussa Rebellion and the 50th anniversary of independence celebrations.
We have 3 articles on independence. We have an article on the Busso Rebellion by Ambassador Morris. We have an article on female platters, and that's an interesting article. I have not read it yet, but that's a very interesting article because much of the literature has been on females in the urban sector, okay? And we also have an article on slavery, and of course, the Sephardic Jews. So I want to say, therefore, that we have captured well those anniversaries.
Still to come, a look at some of the stories making headlines across the region. But first, here is a tip from Coverley Medical Center.